What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Stacy with Sandtrans LLC, and where we are driving for financial freedom. That's our slogan. That's our motto. That's what we're driving for. And I'm just here to recap our video that we previously did last week about short hauls versus long hauls. And this is our first long haul. We traveled from Peachtree City, Georgia, where we had two separate loads coming out of the same city. And we will run that across country, with our first stop being in Colorado and our second stop being in Washington. And we planned it on being a 4-day trip, according to the amount of hours with the, you're only allowed to drive 11 hours during the day. Well, 11 hours period out of the 14 hours. And plus you got to have your 10-hour resets. So what we calculated, it's going to take us 4 days to do it, but it actually took us 5 days to do it because we ran into tire issues. Immediately before we even picked up the first load, we had a flat on the trailer, and we was able to swap that one out. And then once we got, I want to say somewhere around Tennessee, somewhere up in there, we had another flat on the trailer that popped. So we ended up going by Walmart. And Walmart's a good place to get tires, believe it or not. Picked up a tire from over there and dropped it on the trailer and kept going. And trucking along, made it to Colorado. Denver, Colorado was where our first stop was. We dropped it. But after we dropped it, we got to talking about the tires that were actually on the truck. And the driver felt that, he didn't feel comfortable with them and felt that they needed to be changed also. So, I arranged over at Pep Boys, got all 6 tires changed. Just get it out the way. That way we don't have to worry about it. We had a long way to go ahead of us, all the way to Richland. And, when you're out there in that desert and all that flat land and everything so far apart, you want to get your maintenance done. So while we was even in there, we even got an oil change over at the Pep Boys. Got that out the way because the whole trip was 2,500 miles from one coast to the next coast. But we made it. Everything worked out really great. While we were in Denver getting our tires replaced, we got really, really lucky. And we picked up a load in Denver. It was expedited freight, they needed it there today, but the load was only 8 miles. 8-mile run. The load paid us $400. That's about $50 a mile. So driver left Pep Boys, drove about, I don't know, maybe about 5 minutes, picked up the load from the distribution plant. It was some sheetrock, dropped it on the trailer, no tarp, just strapped it down, turned around, went up one exit, got off the next exit, pulled up, dropped it off. I think he said it may have taken him 30 minutes tops to get the whole job done. Everybody was waiting on him. Everybody was nice. And then from there, we trucked on over to Richland, Washington. And but the results of the load, other than the tires, everything ran smooth. The driver seemed to love it. It's not as much work, not a whole lot of wear and tear on the truck, all flat land, all driving. And then we like the Midwest also. So the Midwest is pretty good when it comes to the rate. It's not a whole lot of hassle with the brokers over there too. They're willing to pay top dollar, not top dollar, but you can at least get $2 a mile over there. You get $2 a mile on short runs, and you don't beat your truck up as bad. And you could actually pick up, drop off, and then pick up another load in one day, maybe even 2. If you know how to hustle, and all the loads, they fall in the right place. But all in all, it looks like he likes the long haul a lot better than the short haul. and I can understand why. But at the same time, we're going to incorporate both in our strategy. In this industry, you got to adjust to whatever just whatever the rates and load board is doing. There's no specific structure unless you have your own clientele, your own personal customers, which we are working on. 7 months in, so far so good. And but we're going to try this long haul again. Well, so for this week, because we're in the Midwest and we like the Midwest so much, we're going to spend the week here in the Midwest. Well, in the Midwest, and we're going to pick up. We're going to run Idaho, Utah, Kansas, Colorado. We're just going to run around this area for the week, and then we're going to end up stacking and jacking all the way back to the East Coast where our home is at, and possibly take a week off and then come back. So stay tuned, like, subscribe to the channel. Check out Mosier's channel, Mosier Companies. He's on YouTube also. And until then, y'all be great. Stay focused. Keep pushing. If you got any questions, any comments, definitely drop them below. Also hit that like button and the subscribe button. Until then, this is Sandtrans. I'm signing out. Financial freedom. That's my only hope.